What's up, guys? Welcome to another podcast. Actually, not a year from the last podcast that we've done. Congrats. All right?
I guess.
Yeah.
Setting bars really low.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
But we're talking about some of the things that we've experienced and the animes and games that we've played and watched. Starting with Fighters. You want to start with Fighters?
Dragon Ball FighterZ is a good starting place. You just had your first experience with the game. Anything you'd like to say about it?
I really like the control of the game. It's hard to get used to after playing Marvel vs. Capcom for so long. I had a lot of moments where I thought that X was the launcher instead of the special ability. I don't play a lot of anime fighters. I've only played the few with Stefan, and I didn't have a really good time doing that. So I tend to forget the control scheme for those games. I really liked how it's not really all about just doing auto combos. There's a lot of cool things you can do if you try to mix up your attacks and all that whatnot.
Yeah. I don't think I did any auto combos when we were playing.
I did it. I did a bunch.
I noticed you did it. Because, no, the thing is, auto combos end with, like, unique moves a bunch of the time. So whenever you did an auto combo, I knew.
Well, the thing is, at the beginning of the game, at the beginning, I tried to do, like, different combos and just nothing happened. I was trying to figure out, I was like, wait, let me figure out how to actually play this game first and then figure out all the combos.
Did you even try Magic Series?
Also, I'm not a scrub.
Tessa definitely knows you're a scrub. You don't need to argue with her. She knows what's up.
She's gonna try to call me a scrub. Play me in a first to 3. I body that bird.
Sure you would. Anyways, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, did you even try the Magic Series?
What's the Magic Series?
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, I did try that.
Okay, yeah, because 1, 2, 3 works fairly well. Especially if you do 1, 2, 3 launcher. Apparently, if you do 1, 2, 3 wall bounce, it's like a 33% decrease in damage.
See,
overall.
the thing about that though was two things. One, I thought the launcher was the X button, which was the special ability, and then sometimes whenever I did try to do the 1, 2, 3, it would go into the teleport.
Oh, because you're pressing 2 and 3 too fast.
Yes.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You didn't get to try online, which is really disappointing because the servers were being worked on.
Yeah.
Because you didn't get to see how like scrubby online players play.
Well, I played a little bit scrubby, so I kind of got the gist of it.
I mean, you did do that thing that, like, I don't understand why a lot of people do it, but they'll, like, jump, like, right next to you, and then they'll do the super dash, and, like, that just doesn't seem like a good idea ever. I'm not at the point where I can just instantly punish that every time I see it, but it's one of those things that I see a lot that I'm like, you're already right there. Like, dashing isn't even a thing that needs to be considered. You could just throw out a button at that point, and you'll at least get a hit, you know?
Yeah, I didn't have any real reason of doing it, just something that happened. I couldn't give you a real explanation for that.
Okay.
It was really weird trying to figure out some of my energy moves. I didn't do a lot of energy-based attacks until, like, later, like, before we finished playing.
Yeah, well, it's a very intuitive system since everything's, like, down forward, down back. And, like, instead of doing, like, half circles or anything like that, they're just like, we could just map it to down forward, another button. Kablams. Job's done, boys. Down forward for everything.
I will say that Tien's, like, light attacks are really good for anti-air.
Oh.
I love how they make Tien and Yamcha really good in the fighting games.
It's just, Tien and Yamcha need to be stopped. Yamcha's just, like, throwing out buttons, and I'm pretty sure, like, some of his specials just go behind you automatically, and it's just, like, really fucking stupid. And then Tien just fucking just has, like, an armored attack that just slides under and hits low, and then, like, bounces you around, and like, oh my god.
Instant Shinki Koho.
yeah, instant Shinki Koho is like one of the strongest moves in the game. I've seen entire teams get wiped by that shit. It's just not pretty.
It's beautiful.
It's not.
I just wish that if you were to win, like, off of that move, they would just see the crater that he created.
It was really impressive, however, that one time where, like, you did a DHC and it ended up you having your Piccolo die, but, like, there was no thing for it because he got killed as in, like, an assist at that point, and he was just kind of gone. That was a mess.
They didn't have much of an indicator like that on, like, Marvel when you killed an assist. Maybe they'd say, like, a down or something like that, but it was pretty quiet.
Yeah,
you'd had to know. Like, you had to be, like, watching.
You have to, like, you have to do it quietly because, you know, if they're the assist, you're still in active play. So you got to be really careful about that.
I do wish that you could have the option of just putting in the input for another special for another teammate to come out.
Just because that's what you're used to.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, right now it's easier than it's ever been.
It's so easy, but I just don't feel like adapting right now.
Oh my goodness! Just literally press the other assist button. You're like, oh, okay, DHCs, bam, easy money. Oh, dude, I love DHCs. They're like the safest ways to tag, other than the guard cancel, which I've just started figuring out how to do today, and I actually got to perform in our match earlier. Yeah, guard cancels are really important. I feel like. Because people have a lot of time trying to, like, switch out. And, you know, I'll be comboing them, and they're like, I didn't switch out. And I'm like, well, you're getting comboed right now. Why would you be able to switch out? Like, come on, my dudes. So, like, guard cancel is on block. If you press forward assist, you'll do the switch out then while you're blocking, which is pretty solid. And it, like, slows down time or something. I like that. And I just really like this game a lot. I put a lot of time into playing this game.
It is a really well-polished game.
Mm-hmm.
I do wish there was a burst.
Yeah, like I was telling people when this game first came out, like, yeah, we need a burst. Oh man, I got really loud. But that's just how much I support burst in this game. It needs to happen. There are so many stupid situations in this game that you could be like, you know, a burst would be nice right now. Like when you're in the corner and they're calling out a bunch of fucking assists and you're just mashing buttons and you're just like, I can't even tell what's happening between all these explosions, and I know I'm under some super hot pressure right now. A burst could be appreciated.
I think the only reason I was okay with it happening and like not being a thing in Marvel 3 was because I was like, oh cool, some of the things that they're doing you probably wouldn't actually be able to do in the game unless if it wasn't for a certain glitch and all that whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But like in Dragon Ball FighterZ, they're doing what they're supposed to do, and I don't want Goku beating me down like that. I'm like, if Dr. Doom does his weird like fly around you and hit you, I'm just like, oh, that's kind of neat. But like Goku shoot me with a Kamehameha, like you ain't gonna use the basic bitch attack on me. You ain't gonna use that. That never works on anybody nowadays.
Yeah, it's just, oh man, there's like some nasty stuff you can do.
Hit's ridiculous.
Hit is ridiculous. I hate Hit in this game because he's just doing a bunch of nonsense. And it's literally just looking at Hit while he's doing all that nonsense. It's just like, what am I supposed to do in this situation? And like I tried, and I started blocking some of the more crazier things, but it's just all happening so fast. And his auto combo pressure is ridiculous because it like basically just takes you to your opponent. It's not full screen, but it goes pretty far ahead on its own.
And then like his forward corner circle forward special move. That's the teleport dashes into the punch.
Down forward X.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it's a problem and a half.
It's a pretty good move to get in.
And then hits the one hit behind you. And like I said, I started blocking that, but that's just like it happens really quickly, and like it can go through some of your moves and stuff, and it's just.
What I need to find out though was if you can cancel that into like not trying to do the hit and just do a counter with the neutral X.
Don't think so. I think that one has like specific things you get once you're done doing it.
Okay.
And then there's like a lot of other stuff with Hit that you didn't figure out, where you're supposed to like knock people into like this icy glare thing where they bounce off the ground. Then gets a bunch of hits on them from full screen. They can teleport them and kick them to the other half of the screen and start bouncing them around some more, and just.
If I managed to do that day one, I feel like that would be a problem.
You would have to buy the game at that point, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you didn't. Like, I'm glad this was just like a nice, normal experience.
Yeah, I can't afford the game, so I can't be just pulling off shit like that.
Hey, man, you can find a way to afford this game.
I probably could, but I shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
All about saving that money.
But you had so much fun.
It's a fun game, but I know 3 people who have the game and will probably make that.
3 people?
Yeah, you, Stefan, and Dominic.
Does Stefan already have it?
Oh, no, he's going to get it.
Yeah, he's been playing Monster Hunter. I haven't seen him play this at all. Which, you know, will be exciting when he does eventually start playing this game and all the crazy stuff he's going to figure out in just a matter of moments. I'm going to see some beautiful combos that day. Oh, man. I think he's going to use Kid Buu, 18, and someone else.
Shit, I think it was either Gohan or...
It might be Gohan. He does like Gohan.
It's probably gonna be Cell though. Since he's like went through the story mode.
Oh, really?
Because Cell's such a bastard in the story mode.
Honestly, I figured he would do Goku Black, not only because he's good and a fun character to play, just because of his style. Like, visually, aesthetically, I think it suits him.
Yeah.
And if he does, he's going to do some of the craziest nonsense, because Black is a really good character. He's got a really nice overhead. He has that teleport behind you. He's got those air combos. Oh, man, those air combos. I really like Goku Black. And his dive kick. He also has a really good dive kick.
Okay.
Man, Goku Black's one of the better characters in that game. And I like, sorry, go ahead.
I will add, just in case anybody doesn't know, he also goes by the tournament name of Jukin67.
Yeah.
He also streams has a YouTube channel
mm-hmm.
where he does a lot of BlazBlue and a lot of
right
anime
now,
fighters.
it's a lot of Monster Hunter though, so
yeah,
it's a good time for that game.
Well, that's fair because Monster Hunter looks like it looks like anybody who likes Monster Hunter is gonna have a blast playing that game.
Well, it is designed for the Monster Hunter fan. For the other people, it's got some quality.
There's plenty of games that are designed for their fan base that turned out terribly.
I mean,
like every 3D Sonic game.
I mean, people.
No, not every.
People
every
like,
before generation.
People like colors. Sonic Forces.
Sonic Forces is a bad game. And
I said people like Sonic Forces.
I just said a bad game though. Every game tailored for their fan base can be a bad game.
Anyways, Monster Hunter's out, and I've heard good things. It's not for me, but I've heard good things.
It's one of those games that, for me, it's really fun to watch, but it still doesn't look fun to play. I've played a couple of the Monster Hunter games, and they just were not a good time for me.
They can be very tedious at times.
I hate the sharpening factor. Sometimes I hate how dumb the monsters can be when it comes to fighting them. Especially when they get aggro, do a nasty amount of damage, and then they'll spam that nasty amount of damage attack with no cooldown on their attacks. That's so great because I love losing, my quest and having to start all over.
Yeah, I know you're a big fan of restarting before you're done. And just you can
especially when you're farming.
You can enjoy it from the beginning all over again, time and time again. Relive the memories today.
I couldn't play that game and go through something like that again. I would actually walk to whoever develops Monster Hunter and I would suplex every employee there.
And what else happened in the gaming world this week for me? Because I played a lot of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I also got Aegislash in the new Pokemon Tournament DX.
Yeah.
And Aegislash is weird but crazy. Because Aegislash is the one Pokemon. In that game, there's some juggles and everything like that. And they're very specific juggles, but Aegislash juggles are a whole nother level. Because I played Darkrai. You've seen Darkrai gameplay.
Yes.
Darkrai summons these
Darkrai gameplay.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did fight you with Darkrai, and you had to deal with that.
Yeah.
But the problem with Darkrai is he has no health. But if he hits you, he can just start bouncing you around between these little vortexes that he creates and everything, and end you in command grabs that do a bunch of damage. It's all kinds of cool stuff. But Aegislash just kind of bounces you around and slaps you up and then slices you to pieces, and you're just oh, cool. And then he turns into the shield mode that he has, where he gets a bunch of projectiles. Aegislash is a very versatile Pokemon, but plays very differently from the other ones. I haven't played it in a match yet, so I'm still trying to figure out where Aegislash really exists in my Pokken gameplay. But I'm excited to learn more about him. After I find some time to not play Dragon Ball FighterZ.
I did find it to be cool that during that special for Aegislash, the sword looked like Soul Calibur's sword.
Oh yeah,
because I've always liked the design for the sword, just never the game.
Soul Calibur is coming back, and they just showed off Keelik has his new crazy reversal counter where he turns super evil and slams you into the ground.
Oh, what? He's not a person who just does everybody else's moves now?
No, he's not. I don't think he is. At least he just. But there's this new reversal edge thing, which is the Clash system in Injustice sort of.
Okay.
But really fast, and Keelik is a special kind of burst of evilness when he does his that does this crazy attack. Have you not seen it?
No, I haven't seen anything Soul Calibur because I know I'm not going to get that game.
But you'll probably play it.
Not to my delight.
But you'll still probably play it.
And I'm not going to be oh man, I know who I'm going to pick. I'm just going to be man, who do I feel like losing with?
You should just pick Keelik always. Everybody loves Keelik. He's the staff boy.
I mean, if Cervantes is in the game, I'll probably just play him.
Oh yeah, Cervantes is in all of them, isn't he?
Is he in 5?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, then yeah, he's probably in all of them.
Yeah, you can't imagine Cervantes being not in every Soul Calibur. It's like saying Nightmare's not in all Soul Caliburs. Isn't that man all Soul Caliburs?
I think he wasn't in the first one.
Is he from 2 on?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, he's basically just Siegfried, just with a slightly different moves, right?
Yeah.
cool because I don't know too much about Soul Calibur. I don't know what the story is in that game. And there was this video that was like, hey, I can tell you the story. And I almost clicked on it, but then I decided I had like reasons to live and stuff, so I just didn't. Like, I just don't understand. Why Keelik go to being a character to not being a character to now being evil?
Why does he know everything and now know nothing?
Why is he evil now? Like, what happened? What is this? What is Soul Calibur? Why is Link there? Why is Spawn there? Why is Star Wars there?
Why is Heihachi there?
Oh, God, there's so many questions. Wait,
Yoshi?
Heihachi?
Yeah, Heihachi was in the PlayStation version.
Of which one?
Of Soul Calibur 2. There was Spawn, Link, and then Heihachi.
I always forget what was in the PlayStation version. I always remember GameCube and Xbox, but I never remember PlayStation.
And
Heihachi was the PlayStation representative?
Yeah, because they couldn't put Yoshimitsu as the PlayStation representative. He's always in Soul Calibur.
Oh my God, why is he always in Soul Calibur though? Which one is he actually from?
I think he's actually from Tekken.
Are you sure?
Yes.
God, why does Soul Calibur exist? What else is going on in the gaming world that's not like terrible?
Oh, I've been enjoying watching the developer videos on the Switch games like Project Octopath. And,
I really thought you were going to say the developer videos for Overwatch, and then I was just going to kick over your chair and just start stomping on you.
Why the hell would I like someone saying, oh man, we're not going to buff and nerf all these characters. It requires a lot of time. But you know, there's all these skins coming out. You want to buy some skins?
Because you're a masochist?
I've never put any money into that game.
That's not what I asked, is it? Or said, is it?
No, I'm not. I'm not one of those.
Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say.
Anyway.
See, Tessa knows.
You brought up Overwatch and now she's angry.
She's angry because you're lying to me. Anyways, let's go on about these developer interviews on Octopath Traveler.
Well, there was that in Breath of the Wild, but I liked they were talking about the feedback for the game and they were showing the changes that they did. And one of them was how the game was very hard to see when you were in a cave or in a dungeon. So they updated the visuals, they added new features. I don't remember all of it, but I like the fact that one, they were giving us an update on the game and telling us that our feedback was actually affecting the game. And it shows that they actually want to make the game, like, they want to make the best game that they could. And I always like developing companies that do that. Breath of the Wild just showed this really cool design for the Master Cycle. Mm-hmm. It was originally supposed to be like a wolf on the head of the motorcycle, but they changed it to a horse. But it was a really nice design.
Isn't the Master Cycle basically like the same design from the one from Mario Kart?
I think so.
Yeah.
Huh. I forgot that was in Mario Kart.
You forgot the Master Cycle was in Mario Kart?
Yeah, because I don't play Link in Mario Kart.
You don't have to play Link to use the Master Cycle.
I didn't know that.
What? Have you played Mario Kart?
Yeah, I only use the one motorcycle.
What? What motorcycle is that?
I forget. It's the one with the really dumb drift.
Yoshi?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll show you next chance I get.
Oh,
but I use it all the time. It's got a really sharp drift. And
you use it all the time, but you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
There's only like two kinds of drifts in that game. Inward drifts and outward drifts. And a bunch of bikes share that.
I mean, I still don't know it.
Ah! You made this difficult.
Yep.
Why are you like this?
Anyway.
That's not an answer. But, okay. So, developer diaries. What else was I going to say? There was something I was thinking about with video games that I totally forgot. And now I just can't remember. And I think it's because you frustrated me. This frustration reminds me of The Flash. I was watching that this week. And, like, The Flash is a show about the fastest man alive teaming up with super smart people. But while they were just in production, they forgot if they have a team of super scientists and the fastest man alive, there's no way any problem can last. So they had to make everyone also the dumbest people ever. So in the last episode, Barry's in prison where he belongs because he's an idiot who ruins things on the regular. Right. Thank you for understanding. Barry is the worst. So like Barry now in prison meets this guy, and this guy's like, "Hey man, you know I know your dad, so I'm gonna help you out and protect you from these guys." You know, and Barry's like, "Oh, awesome. So what's your deal? Why are you in here?" He's like, "I'm an innocent man. I was just at the wrong place at the wrong time." And Barry's like, "Well, that's terrible. I know some people. Maybe they'll be able to help you get it out." And he's like, "Don't do that, man. Hope is dangerous. You can't be peddling around hope." And Barry's like, "What? No, it's fine. We're going to get you out of here. It's going to be great." He's like, "Ah." And so, you know, Barry literally does what he says not to do and peddles a bunch of hope. And then guess what? They can't get him out of prison because, oh, God damn it, Barry. He's the worst. Anyways, so they...
Well, because if he was the smartest man alive, thought as fast as the DC Comics Flash did, he'd be out of prison already.
Like, look. Barry's stuck in prison. His team of super smart people...
in prison? You can't be the fastest man alive and be stuck in prison. You're only in prison because you allowed them to let you keep you in prison.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't want to be a fugitive, but he also doesn't want to tell the world he's Flash. So he's just going to sit in prison for now. For a crime he didn't commit. A pretty big crime, which was murder. So, like, I don't even know when he's actually going to get out.
Did he not get, like, the death penalty or anything like that?
No, that would be too convenient. Anyways, so Barry fails to get this guy out of prison with his team of super smart scientists, which are really dumb, by the way, because their whole adventures, they go to find the guy who was actually guilty of the crime, and it turns out that guy had superpowers, which, like, wow, man, chances are slim, but whatever. This is part of the overarching season's villains plot. So, anyway, so they go to that guy, and he has superpowers, and his abilities are to shrink stuff. So he shrinks 2 members of the team, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And now they're trying to get them to like get larger or embiggen, which isn't a word apparently. But so he is like, "I made this right, and I'll make you guys bigger." And the girl's like, "Shouldn't you test that?" And he's like, "We don't have time for that." So he shoots them, and now they're like going to explode because their cells are just falling apart and just shattering. So it's like, wow. So you guys didn't test that, and now they're going to explode. And then it's just this whole problem that they created themselves. So they go fight the guy, and they're like flying on this drone. They're like, "Hey, if he shoots us on this drone, then he'll make us bigger." But it's like, wouldn't he shoot the drone and make that bigger too? Why would he make the drone bigger? Whatever. It doesn't matter, because as soon as they fly in there on the drone, the guy sees them on the drone somehow, even though they're like super tiny. And you're just like, this guy.
Wait, it didn't fix the problem? It just made them going to explode?
Oh, yeah. No, now they're going to explode. So there's like a timer.
So this guy just wanted to blow them up. That's what it sounded like.
No. He wanted to make them larger so they could help them stop the bad guy. But instead, when he shot them with the laser to make them larger, they were going to explode instead. And they also did not get larger.
So he couldn't have just like tried it on a banana or an apple?
No. There was no time.
There was no time? Just zap it. They give it a look.
Nope.
When did they find out that they were going to explode?
After he shot them.
Like right after?
Yes.
Right after.
Like they start to shake, and then they're like, "Oh no, let's go check out their cells." And look, their cells are just exploding.
And you're trying to tell me they couldn't have spent like maybe 10, 20 minutes trying that on a banana or something?
No, they couldn't. There's no time. Barry's in jail.
So what? He's the
They
Flash.
have to get Barry out of jail.
Before what? He gets butt raped in jail? Because I'm pretty sure they're not going to do that.
I mean, you never know.
They're not going to do that on the show.
You never know. Anyways.
It's not an HBO series. Man, if The Flash was on HBO, that would actually have happened.
My God. You're getting off topic. So now they're gonna explode. They're going to fight the guy so to make him shoot them again, which is just a really weird plan that has like no like definite way of working. So he shoots. So they come in on the drone. And they're like, "Yeah, now you're gonna shoot us." And like he's like, "No, I'm not." He even pulls out a rocket launcher and shoots the friggin' drone. And they're like, "Oh God, our plan's failing." So then they're like, "All right, it's time for Plan B." And then the guy walks around with a gun and he just starts shooting at him. It was like, and the guy's just dodging his shots by like moving side to side, which is just like ridiculous. But whatever. So he's like dodging shots like, "Haha, I bet you can't beat me." And then they're like, "Okay." So then the guy with the shrink powers now shoots at the guy who was shooting the gun. And wait, they were sitting in his pocket, and now they're larger again. So my problem with this scenario is...
Besides that they didn't just explode out of his pocket?
Look.
Aren't their cells still about to explode?
No, because they got fixed because, you know, they're larger now.
Is that why? Their cells were just gonna expand and not them, and that was gonna cause them to explode?
No, they're just cells were just like degenerating or whatever. I don't have answers for you. The show is like a mess. So Barry and everyone having troubles. But anyways, his friends get back to normal. So why do I have problems with that scene and how it happens? So first he sees them on this drone that's flying high in the sky. And then they're in this dude's pocket and he can't see them. Also, if he's shooting his like shrink ray lasers at this guy, but they hit two people who are small, which means the shot has to be super pinpoint because they're really tiny. Like it's not like what? Anyways, he hits them and instead of them getting shrunken like he was intending to do when he shot his lasers, they got larger. Like was he trying to embiggen the guy he was shooting at? None of this makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It just.
Why did he aim for his chest? He could have easily just aimed for his legs or something. Does it have to hit his upper body in order to shrink him?
No. Basically, when people get shot, like it's there's just like this yellow light that kind of envelops them, and then they just go whoop, 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 until they're smaller.
So why didn't he either shrink or embiggen then?
There's no answers to any of these questions. It just all happens, and then Barry's back at prison being all sad because his friends couldn't get the dude out of prison because he's like, why would I fucking confess to that crime? And they were like, shit, that's our whole plan. I guess he stays in prison. And Barry's like, oh, this sucks. I was going to help him, and like, now I can't help him, and I feel so guilty. I'm the Flash, though. What do? I take this man to China. What? He doesn't know Chinese. He has no family in China. He has no money in China. He has nothing. He's just going to die in China because you just ran him to China for no reason. Oh my God. What?
I mean, China is like the best place to be. Great vacation spot.
Stop. I don't need you to lie to me right now.
He's going to have a grand old time.
He's going to be dead by the end of the week.
He's going to see the Great Wall and everything's going to be fine.
Stop. Stop it. That's The Flash. It's a train wreck of the show. Black Lightning's, however, is a pretty good show. Yeah, see? Even Tesla likes it. I think Black Lightning's like, it's another one of those shows where it's like, alright, we're going to do like a Black Central focused television show, which is always interesting because you get a lot of similar things where you're like, hey, if we're doing a Black Central focus show, I guess we got to have the rap song. And I was like, alright, that's cool. But it doesn't feel like Luke Cage did to me, which was very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Boring?
Pandery is what I was going to say. Like, Luke Cage... Wow, Tessa has a lot to say about Luke Cage. I do not know if she liked it or not. What I was saying about Luke Cage, was that it panders a lot. Like, because they had to have, like, every reference to, like, every old black sitcom they could fit into the show possible. Everything was just always rapping all the time. And it's just like, I get it. No, I do get it. He's a black guy, yeah. They're black people in this show. I see what's happening. You don't have to hit me over the head with it.
Yeah.
I felt too much. Black Lightning does a good job of being very aware of how to do a show about black culture without feeling like it's pandering to anything, It's very representative of just different points of view in that kind of situation, which I definitely appreciate. Another show that I had a good time with that was Atlanta. Donald Glover's show. That's a good show too.
I need to watch those shows.
Those are both really good. And Donald Glover's show won't be back till like 2019 or something. That man's too busy with too many things. He has like too many hats on, dude. Like,
He's got like movies, a record.
He stopped doing music though. He did retire the Childish Gambino thing. Did you know about that?
I did not.
Yeah. He officially retired that. So he's just gonna focus on his other stuff, which good for him, because he is a talented man.
Yeah.
What else did I do in the past week?
I caught up to Riverdale.
Oh, shit.
And
there's a new episode tonight, isn't there?
Oh, my God, there is.
Oh, my God.
Anyway. So, the episode before the last week's episode,
Yes.
I noticed that Cheryl's mom has trouble walking and stuff like that. And I'm like,
is it because she got burned alive that one time, and then we all just kind of let that slide, like fully covered in bandages? Then she just completely magically healed,
and then decided to go be a prostitute.
Yo, yeah, she
And I was
needs.
just like, I don't know. So I feel like you should just let your burns heal a little bit better.
No, it's fine. Everyone's into
Because
it.
she still has like trouble getting up and walking sometimes. And I'm just like, okay.
How do you know that's from the burns? What if that's from, the job?
Oh my God, Jordan! I swear to God, I wasn't trying to think of that. I try to think about like sex as little as possible when that show was on.
Well, at least she's like of legal age.
Yeah. That's the only plus.
The only plus? She's getting money,
I mean, I can respect that.
She's paying her bills.
Yeah. I can
Why?
respect
She's
that.
really proud of it too.
I respect it.
Like really weirdly proud of it though. Like, if I was a parent and I had to like be a prostitute, I wouldn't like go to my daughter and be like, why would I stop when I'm having so much fun? Like, that's your daughter, man. She doesn't need to know all that.
But to be fair, she did light her on fire, so I wouldn't really care about what I said around her either.
She did. Never forget. Oh my God.
Like, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Cheryl's the worst. Oh my God. She burned her mom alive, and she's like, why don't you care that I got attacked? She's like, you burned me alive. I don't care if you die.
You burned us alive.
Oh my God.
We have no money.
Cheryl sucks so much. Oh my God. Oh. Like, I get it. Sexual assault is terrible.
It is.
But so is burning someone alive. And they've done nothing to make Cheryl, like, a better person. Like, I think you're supposed to, like, hate her mom so much at that point that she's supposed to be like, yeah, Cheryl, you burned that bitch. But, like, I was just like, Cheryl, fuck off. Like, you need to relax.
All she did was just be quiet.
She wasn't the best mom. I get it. But you don't burn her alive, Cheryl.
She didn't do what your grandmother told her to do and drown you. So, that's a plus.
The grandmother just, like, gets forgotten sometimes.
I still want to know where she was.
During the fire?
Yeah.
She was hanging out, She was cool.
Is she also a prostitute? Does she just go out on the town?
Oh my God.
And just have her prostitute days?
No, she's like probably like a secret mafia person,
Probably.
I can get behind Cheryl's grandma just like literally just ordering hits on people.
That would actually be pretty cool.
And like every now and then like her like second in command has to just be like, no, you can't murder Cheryl. She's your grandchild. Stop it. But like fuck her. She needs to die.
Are you telling me what to do? No, it's too close to you. If you do that and then you start celebrating because you're you're planning a celebration party right now for when she dies. If you do that, people will suspect you.
And I'll tell him I did it. That's not how we do things. Oh God, what a mess! Oh, but what else happened in the episodes you've seen? Yeah, because it wasn't just
Polly had her twins.
Oh,
and
yeah.
didn't tell her mom about it.
yeah.
And like Betty's mom got so like upset about it. I was like, why does this always happen to me? And I'm just like,
Because she's the worst.
yeah. And I was just like, what'd you think was gonna happen? Maybe you shouldn't have printed that article about the random killer that's going after sinners while you had your daughter who's having two twins of products of incest.
That was a definite great moment in the show when like Polly was like, no, like the black kid's gonna come after me, and they were like, what? No, you're not a sinner. It's like, I'm having children out of wedlock born due to incest. I'm like the poster child for sin. And I was like, At least she knows. At least she knows, because, man, she's a mess.
At least she didn't know when she was doing the deed. That makes it a tiny bit better.
I mean, for, like, who? Like, in what way? Like, all the adults knew.
She's not like Miss Grundy, who knew that kid was underage when she was having sex with him.
Well, Miss Grundy's dead now, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Also, Grundy is the worst name. Why would you choose that as her fake name? It's so bad.
I think that was the actual name of the character in the Archie series. Also, Miss Grundy was a really old lady and never had sex with children. But we're not going to touch that.
Oh, so they're trying to go for the reference thing.
Yeah.
how do we take this old Grundy bitch and turn her into someone hot and sexy? Make her a teacher who fucks the student. This guy, he gets the big bucks. Oh my god!
Give that man a raise.
What is the writing room like in Riverdale? It's such a mess. Have they explained why Hal hates their other child?
No, I know he just. I have no idea like why he hated him in the beginning. Once he did a little bit of like research on the laptop, he's just like, yeah, you kind of just are an internet gigolo or something like that. So I don't really like that shit in my house.
But he hated him He hated him like from minute 0 at like 100%. Like literally, they sat down at the dinner table before he found that out, and he goes, "That's Pauly C. That's all you are, a replacement. You're just filling a hole." And it's like, excuse you? Like, could you relax? I'm not even trying to stay here right now. I'm trying to make my way back out there. Like, chill, my dude.
This is just cereal. But anyway, I'm theorizing that might not be his kid.
Oh, I mean, it's definitely not his kid.
Okay.
But, like, so?
That guy,
he needs to chill. Like, I've never seen someone be so ridiculously aggro at some kid that he's, like, never met. Like,
his grudge skills are, like, the worst. That's why he was so angry at, like, Pauly and Jason's relationship.
Oh my god, that's right.
Even though he didn't want to tell him, all he had to do was tell him, you guys are related. I don't want you guys dating because you're related. You're related. And they probably would be like, oh, yeah, no, let's not do that.
Dad, I'm dating Jason. Ugh, I hate Jason. You're not allowed to date him. But Dad, why not? Stop dating him. Or alternatively, you just go like, oh, Dad, I'm dating Jason.
Ew,
he's your cousin. What? Yeah, you guys are related. Ah! I hope you guys didn't fuck. Ah! Oh my god, Hal's the terrible character. Like he doesn't exist in the show.
He was terrible in season 1 too.
Yeah, he seriously, Hal doesn't exist in the show until they find something for him to be bitter and pissed about. And now he's about to go sleep with the town prostitute.
What?
You didn't see that? They were at the event together, and then she just kind of strolls up to Hal. It was like, oh, Hal.
I might have been facepalming during that time. Because that weird subplot in the next episode about Lodge and Archie, I was just like, oh, we're just going through this subplot again.
Oh yeah, the Lodge Archie subplot. We need to talk about that. Because, okay, I get if your daughter is dating some guy and you're like, he sucks, and you have problems with him and you don't like him, you don't want your daughter to date him. But don't go to your kid's school, wrestle your daughter's boyfriend in front of everyone, and then try to emasculate him. You're an adult.
He whispered things in his ear in front of a bunch of people. That's sketchy as shit.
It's so weird. And everyone's just like, yeah. Good job. Way to beat up that child, hero. You're the true hero. God.
Archie's not even that bad of a person.
He's just, his problem with Archie's just that he's never good enough because his dad slept with. What is with people and their grudges against the wrong people in the show? Oh my god. Okay, so sure, your wife had a child with someone else. Be mad at the kid? Okay, sure. Your wife's friend slept with someone else when he was married, so the kid's the problem.
Not the wife that cheated on you or the guy that she cheated on you with.
Just that kid, because cheating it's passed down through the genes. So I guess Veronica's already screwed. Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
If that was the case, Veronica just has terrible genetics. Because guess what? Half of those genes belong to the mom who cheated on you,
and the other half belong to you, who is a criminal. You should be really worried about your daughter.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then the FBI agent, right? That's not how the FBI works. One lone agent doesn't just show up at your house and he's like, hey, yo, I need you to do some work for me. And you're like, what about my dad? It's like, your dad might be compromised. I tell him nothing. And you're like, okay.
That's not how.
So we're just gonna work with minors with no evidence. He doesn't ever bring any files or anything. He just kind of shows up in a suit. Did he ever show Archie his badge?
No. Don't think so.
Is Archie just talking to some stranger in a suit? That's what it feels like. This guy this nothing to offer. He's just telling Archie what to do, and you're just like, could you like give me anything, like a wire maybe? Like he didn't even wire him. Oh my god. Oh my
just
god.
not even that little tape recorder. Get your phone and just say, here, I'm installing the tape recorder app for you. Just anything.
You know? Just give me something. And then he's just like, nah, just go up to New York, you know? Like, where's New York in accordance to the rest of Riverdale? I need to know.
It's not that far.
It just bothers me so much. Oh my god, that FBI thing is like the worst thing they've done. Like
they've only added him.
The twist needs to be that the FBI agent is actually the Black Hood.
Yeah,
because like that's the only way any of this makes sense anymore.
That would actually be pretty decent,
and that would be really. That would be fucking stupid because that would make Archie look like the dumbest man alive. Like he was just hanging out with the Black Hood, and the only thing the Black Hood ever had to tell him was, "Yo, man, I'm the FBI." And Archie's like, "Fuck."
I mean, that's better than what Patty did. Just try to seductively talk to him in a way to threaten him. Just like, what? Never. Can you hear me? I'm inside you. Just like, Betty, what? Can you stop harassing the killer? You're not supposed to make me feel uncomfortable for the killer.
The reverse attack of the minor sexually assaulting the murderer. That secret trap that only Betty had. Oh my god. Riverdale is one of the worst shows on television. It's like it's just a mess. Like everything just kind of happens. I can't remember what Kevin did, but Kevin had a part in an episode recently, and I was like, "Oh, cool. Kevin's interesting because they haven't done anything to ruin his character yet."
He taught Archie how to wrestle.
Ah, yeah, he was teaching Archie how to wrestle. And he had that whole moment where he was like, haha, Archie, you're so good at everything else, but not this. Fuck you. And he was all dancey and happy. And
so he had the body of a pro porn star. It was just like, he's 15. What 15-year-olds are doing porn movies that you're watching?
I mean, it's technically legal since he's a minor too, right? Is that how that works?
I don't know.
I can't remember what I'm remembering this conversation from. It might have been from something I was listening to. But they were like talking, they're like, no, child porn. Not child porn, like porn for kids. And it was like a whole conversation. And it was the worst named thing ever. But maybe that's what Kevin's into.
Is it called Big Mouth? Because that's pretty much what that is.
Stop. Don't talk about Big Mouth. I refuse to watch that show. It's awful and gross.
I don't blame you.
It's I couldn't get through the first episode. That show's terrible.
No, I don't blame you. It's a bad show.
Have you caught up on The Good Place yet?
No, I have not.
I cannot say anything about it then, because anything was like crazy spoiler territory for Good Place Season 2. But Good Place Season 2 is some good stuff. I'm legitimately excited to see where the show goes.
Good Place Season 1 was pretty interesting.
God, yeah. The next episode is actually going to be super interesting. I don't know if it's aired yet or not, but I have to look into it. Because, like, ooh, man. But anyways, no spoilers there. Okay, so you caught up on Riverdale. What other shows have you watched?
Dude, we're still getting on Riverdale because Riverdale is fucking
You got more to say about Riverdale?
Okay, so here's the thing that kind of confuses me. Why is the mayor trying her best to get her daughter to tell Veronica like that she's the worst when she's obviously doing a deal with those two?
Because I think they're supposed to be at the point where like the mayor works with the lodges and forms a deal, and then that deal of course just backfires on the mayor. Like that's how it happens, right?
Yeah.
But like I think we're supposed to be at the point where it's already backfired and therefore she hates them. But we didn't really see any evidence of her plan backfiring. Like it just kind of she just hates them now.
Like Veronica could easily like go up to her and be like, I saw you having sex with the sheriff.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that she hates her yet.
Well, no, she does tell her that.
I think everyone knows, like, the sheriff, like, sleeps with her. Because, like, they were having that secret back alley meeting. And it was just, like, the lodges, Veronica, the mayor, the sheriff, and Archie's dad. Remember?
I don't. But
they were having a meeting at Archie's place.
Okay.
And it was Hiram, Hermione, the mayor, the sheriff, Archie's dad, and they were all talking because they're a bunch of adults about this business. And then it like pans over, and at the fucking end of the table, there's Veronica. Which at any point, if I was any of the other adults that weren't her parents, I'd be like, "Why the fuck is she here? We're doing work right now. We're doing actual business." And if she spoke up and she was like, "I'm actually a part of this business," I'd be like, "Shut up, you're a child. You don't know anything. Get out of here."
That's
like,
when she would be like, I know that, she's having sex with the sheriff.
And everyone else in the room was like, "Who cares? I'm an adult. I can do what I want. You see, you're a child, so you think that's important."
No.
Her dad, like, died of some sort of addiction.
Did he? Then who was that guy in season 1 that attended the concert?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The mayor.
I don't know what you're talking about.
During, like, the Pussycats concert, there was this one guy that showed up with the mayor that was all about, like, jazz music and all that whatnot.
Look, all I know is when they were having the drug-infested party where they're all doing pixie sticks because it's the hottest new drug, what's her face's mom just broke. She's like, "I can't believe you would do this. You know how your father was with these, right?" And I was like, "Oh, I guess he's out the picture," because I've never seen it. And if I did see him in season 1, I forgot he existed because he wasn't important.
It was that only scene just to show that he disapproved of her music.
Oh wow, cool. That's why she's allowed to sleep with whoever, because he doesn't exist really. And like, who are you to tell her what to do? Like, you're a child. Shut up. Get out of here. And then Archie came in and it was like, "Hey guys, what's going on in here? Do you mind if I join you?" And they were like, "No, we're just leaving." It's like, so Veronica can stay, but Archie can't.
Did Hiram Lodge was like just okay? Was he okay with that?
Because remember, they're doing the whole thing where like Veronica's trying to be a bigger part of her parents' like crime empire. Because
I'm saying leaving her alone with Archie if she's gonna stay.
Look, I don't know what's the deal with him and Archie. Like, Archie goes because he knows they're sleeping together, right? Like, he has to.
It has to be known.
But then, like, he like saw Archie get destroyed in a wrestling competition, and he's like, "Oh, hey Archie, you can stay in her room if you want to." And it's like, okay, sure, I hear you. Archie looks like a little bitch because he lost a wrestling competition, but that doesn't mean he won't bang your daughter just because you leave him in this room alone.
He also played football, got into a fight, and pulled a gun on some guys.
Look. Did he also kill the Black Hood?
I'm pretty sure he did.
The fake Black Hood.
Or the possible fake Black Hood.
He's definitely not the actual Black Hood.
Yeah.
Anyways, here's the thing. So, why does that mean he won't fuck your daughter? If that's your problem, you beat him in the wrestling competition. Like, what a bitch. He'll never have sex with my daughter. Like, dude, he's already begging your daughter.
That or he's going to think, the sex not going to be that great. She's going to want to find somebody else who's better at it.
How long do you think? Hiram.
He's wrong. He is very, very wrong.
That's not how anything works. Oh my God, Hiram.
Because, man, they have had a lot of sex.
All the time. It's a real problem for them.
It's uncomfortable. How often it happened.
What's the other thing that happened in the show that I am... Oh yeah, we're forgetting about everybody's true number 1 favorite character in his subplots. Jughead. Because he's just, like... He was a really solid character in season 1. And for most of season 2. But now he's just kind of, like, spiraling out of control. Because, like, he went to Northside High for the longest time.
Yeah.
He was basically a Northsider. Then he went to the South Side. He's like, "I'm not going to join that shit." And then they were like, "Oh no, we're going to beat you up then." And he's like, "Okay, so I'll join the Southside Serpents, whatever." And now he's repping them harder than any of the other Serpents. And the other Serpents are like, "Yo, my dude, chill." He's like, "Never. We got to rep this." It's like, oh my God.
They're just like, "All right,
Jughead,
I don't want to take off my jacket." All of them have already done it. It's like, dude, it's just school.
We're
We're only here for like a couple hours and we could put the jackets back on. I could put the jacket in my locker, take it out. Once we leave the school, I could put it back on. What is he going to really say? I'm not in school.
It got so out of control so fast with Jughead, and like now he's like the rallying point because they're like, "Oh yeah, now we have the what is it, like Serpent Game Society or whatever?"
Yeah.
And their like logo is basically the Southside Serpent logo, and you're just like, how did the principal okay this?
Why does it matter? They could just hang out after school.
No, son, you have to do it in school.
You're just doing it to fucking be a rebel.
I mean, to their defense, like, they're getting, like, framed for nonsense left and right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand, like, oh, alright, guys, the other school closed down, so they're coming here now. And you're like, no! Get them out of here! I hate those kids! And, like,
But one of them was a student. You guys all knew him. Sure, you didn't really care that much for him, but he's, like, friends with Archie.
like, he's your pal. Like,
He
chill.
dated Betty. They had a healthy relationship at one point.
Yeah, and then they broke up because, like...
Betty did a striptease in a club.
That's not why they broke up.
It should have been the reason why they broke up.
Jughead was just like, oh, no, Betty, like, I'm just gonna cause you too much trouble. So, like...
It's like, I'm turning you into something weird, apparently, since this is what you're doing now.
Betty's always been a weirdo. Never forget that, like, weirdo Polly thing she did. Where she was, like, Dark Betty, and, like...
Why do they call it Dark Betty?
Because her hair was dark now. Like, she was evil Betty, man. Like, what was that?
It's just Betty.
There's not a lot of...
That's just Betty.
I'm still disappointed that Betty is, like, not the Black Hood. Or, like, I really hope she is. Like, that would be a sick twist.
I hope her dad is. Just so I can just cackle into the night.
That whisper thing into the ear thing gets a lot weirder than that already was.
Which is why he hung up. He's just like, alright, this is my daughter. I need you to stop.
I only would have loved that scene more if it was the dad, and then, like, she's in her room, and the dad just kicks down the door and says, you need to stop right now. And he still has, like, the voice to smile on. And she's like, wait, what? Ah!
It's like, who taught you these things?
Like,
Was it Polly?
Like, his pants are down. Like, he trips in his pants. He's shouting. Oh my god. Oh my god. I couldn't deal with that. That seems so weird because she just like you just goes like, do you hear that? That's me right behind you. And she's just like whispering the phone. Oh god, stop phone sexing the murderer. And that's her dad. It's like, ah, babe. Oh my god.
That would be the greatest.
It would be one of the worst. Like, they would have to cancel the show immediately. Like, no, stop the presses. We gotta stop. This is terrible. Oh my god.
I would recommend season 2 just for that.
No, guys, get through all the weird kid sex stuff. It's gonna get good, I promise.
Just show the flashback of that since he didn't kick in the room. He's just like... just gives this weird ass look, stares at the camera. Like, what the fuck did I raise? Where did I go wrong?
Oh my god.
I just wanted to create a better world for my daughter. What is she doing with her life?
I just wanted them to, like, explain what the fuck's wrong with Betty. Why she somehow always makes the wrong decision every time.
Because her mom makes the wrong decision all the time, and so does her dad.
Her dad's just the wrong decision. Like, I don't know.
And so did Polly without, actually... And it wasn't her fault because she didn't know she was related to it,
You know, Polly's, like, one of the most innocent characters in that show. Purely because she doesn't have enough screen time to be ruined by the plot. Like, that's, like, how the show goes, man. Remember that one guy who was, like, he was there for a while, then he got accused of, like, being, like, a creepy weirdo sex guy? What was he doing? Was he just saying he was having sex with people he wasn't having sex with? The guy that Dark Betty went all crazy on.
Oh, fuck, the black guy. Shit.
Yeah, he was in the show Unfabulous back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, man, the call-outs.
Oh, okay.
He was the main black guy in that
Was
show.
it like Chuck or something like that?
Chuck? Something with a C like that. Yeah, for sure.
Or we just call him Chuck.
What did he do again?
He would tell people that he had sex with them, and he would, his last name was like Maple, so he would pour maple syrup on the, like...
But he never had sex with them.
Yeah.
So he would just ruin that. First of all, how is that even a problem to, like, that extent? Like, just, oh yeah, I had sex with that person. No, you didn't. And then, like, that's it. Like
if
that.
you're a virgin, you just it's like my hymen's still intact. So he either has the smallest of dick.
Okay, so you can't do that. Even Tessa knows you can't do that because like that's not something you want someone to try to verify. Like that's just no.
Go to a doctor. Literally, just say go into the doctor's office.
So you're so this guy is saying, yeah, we had sex. So you're like, nah, son, let's go to the doctor right now, Doc, tell me, is it still in one piece? And Doc's like, yeah. Fuck you, we didn't have sex. I mean, like what? No, I'm just saying. More often than not, if someone's going around telling a bunch of people they've had sex with people they haven't, no one's gonna believe the guy over the people who are saying, yeah, no, we never had sex. Like, that's just not how it's ever been.
Apparently not in Riverdale because everybody believed them.
Oh, okay. So that led to, like, the weirdest things. Then he came back because he had to go to, like, rehab for lying or something. Like, he had to disappear for a while because that was... like, you have to go. You've been telling too many...
I think he went to military school or something.
But, like, for, like, 2 semesters and then went back to regular... What? So anyways, he
didn't even learn anything.
He disappears and he comes back and he's all reformed and nice. He's like, yeah, let's dance. And then like all of a sudden this girl's getting all these creepy notes. They blame him and then like, it wasn't him. Turns out, and then he's just gone again. Like, what is going on?
Did they ever apologize to him for that?
He just vanished again. He doesn't exist anymore. Like, what is that? I only asked this because that guy is now in the new Black Lightning show, which, good for him. He got out of the toxic terribleness before it got too awful for him. And now he's off to somewhere where it's like, it's actually good. And I just get kind of weirded out because he's been playing like a teenager for like a really long time.
Oh, he's playing an adult in that?
No, he's still a teenager. He's like in high school.
Okay.
And not Unfabulous. Goodness, he's a high schooler in Black Lightning. Still, and he's a high schooler in Riverdale, and I think he's a high schooler in Unfabulous. That was in high school, or was that in middle school?
I think it was high school. That's a long time.
It's ago. A long time ago.
It wasn't even that good of a show.
But he's still in high school. Hey man, that's where like it's not Emma Roberts. No, it is Emma Roberts. Yeah, that's where she got her start.
I mean...
And now look at her. She's all big and stuff. People know her name. She's not just a cousin of Julia Roberts.
I didn't know that.
See? That's because her career springboarded off of Unfabulous.
What did she do?
She was the main character of that show.
Well, I'm saying, like, after that.
Oh, sure. Last thing I think she was in Scream Queens.
I didn't see
that. Wow, man. She's also in some movie recently. I can't remember which one.
It's probably a movie I haven't seen.
You haven't seen a lot of movies.
To be fair, yeah.
Have you seen Ant-Man?
Yeah, I've seen Ant-Man.
Did you see the trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp?
No, because I knew I was already going to watch it. Based off of Ant-Man 1.
I want to break your leg sometimes.
It's like, I don't need convincing to watch the movie. I know the movie's going to be something I'm going to want to watch.
But now you can at least know the premise.
I mean, that's right.
There's not a lot of spoilers in this trailer, but there are some really funny jokes. But
what is the premise? 'Cause I know there's going to be a team up, Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah, it's Ant-Man and the Wasp. And the trailer doesn't tell you too much, but basically they're on the run since he got captured in Civil War and released.
Okay.
And like one of the things was like...
I thought it'd be because, Hank Pym just summoned a giant tank inside a building, but I guess...
There's a lot of other issues going on at the time, frankly. But Wasp looks amazing. I mean, Evangeline, I believe is her name. Lily. She was the actress who played the Janet in the first movie. And like, she was great in that.
Yeah.
And like, she looks even better in this one. And like, the trailer opens up, it's like, hey man, like, if I called you when Cap called me to help, would you have come and help? And she was like, well, if you did, I wouldn't have had to break you out. And that's like kind of starts because she still has that confidence and she's really cool. And there's this great moment in the trailer where like she's like flying around doing a bunch of stuff, and then where's this ringing coming from?
Oh no, never mind.
Oh, here it is. I'm getting a phone call from home, but I'll deal with that later. So she's showing off her suit and she's like flying around and she's shooting stuff. and then you got it goes back to Scott, and Scott's sitting there and it's like, oh wow, you gave her wings, and he's like, yeah, I gave her a blaster too. It's like, I guess you didn't have those things when you were making my suit. He goes like, no, I did, and she's like, what?
I just didn't like you like that.
He's gonna put him on blast like that? Like, wow, man, that's not cool. God, that movie looks amazing. I am so excited. Some of the shrinking and getting large tricks that they did in the first one were amazing, but they're getting even cooler now, especially since, like, Scott is, like, cool and all, but he's not good at, like, fighting and shit. Like,
yeah.
Like, he had to get trained on the spot. But now that she's fighting and she knows how to fight, like, whoo, boy! Like, those scenes are... I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Yeah, like, I already knew, like, before the trailer even came out, like, I'm gonna watch the movie. It's
Yeah.
not like Black Panther where I'm just like, I never liked Black Panther, but I do like the actor who plays Black Panther. Like, it's
Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah. He did a really good job in Civil War. So.
Did you see his other movies?
No.
He has one on Netflix that's pretty good.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Why not?
Because, dude, I'm just not.
That's not a reason.
It's
just
not a
that
reason.
you like the actor.
Yeah, but I don't like him that much.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I know the movie he's in is not gonna be for me.
How do you know?
I just know just by telling what type of actor he's in.
You don't know at all. You don't even know
All
what
right,
kind of movie it is.
then tell me what it is.
It's a movie about pretty much... Hey, you know the movie Taken, right?
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool movie, right?
No, I didn't care for it.
You didn't care for it?
Yeah, I didn't care for Taken.
Why was that?
Just didn't care for it.
That's not a reason. Why are you the worst at giving reasons for things?
There was no reason. I just watched the movie and I could not stay interested in it. I was just like...
Too slow... Uninteresting characters.
Yeah, the characters were uninteresting. The action scenes were okay.
It's like that, but like
wasn't
they've
that.
done a little bit better of giving you kind of like characters to follow. Because Taken happens and it's just like instant action. But this one, you see like this kind of guy kind of do a lot more exploring, figuring out, retracing steps and figuring out what's going on. Because he's from Africa and his sister has came over and his sister's gone missing. Excuse you? Is there a problem here? I can see it all in your face. Like, that's not good for the podcast because people can't see it. But I can see it. And it's interrupting me from explaining what this movie is about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fixing my face.
No, you're not. You're full of shit. Why would you
I'm
lie to
fixing my
me?
face.
How are you going to lie to me like that through my face? I can see you. You're just going to hide your face now?
It's fixed now.
Oh my god. Anyways.
It's the best way to fix it.
Oh my. Anyways, he spends a lot of time just kind of retracing your steps and figuring out more what happens, and like this whole like drug thing just kind of unfolds, and it's a really cool movie. I enjoyed it, and I think it's worth watching.
I probably won't watch it though.
Of course you won't. You won't watch anything other than like trash like Riverdale. Which is
because you keep making me watch it.
I mean,
so you
love
can scream
though.
about it.
You love it though.
I love how funny it can be when somebody gets angry about it.
You love the show. It's your favorite. It's
I love season 1. The show was great.
And plus, yeah, you watch Riverdale without me telling you to watch it.
Season 1 was great though.
It's not
Season 2 is a completely different show.
It's not a completely different show. It's all the same characters. It follows up right after season 1 ends.
It's like the season 2 became a little more like the comics, where it was the wacky part of the comics, where just shit just happened, and you're just like, oh man, I can't believe they did that. Chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. Except they added, some of Riverdale's seriousness and child actors trying to be sexy.
They're not child actors. They're
Or not
adult
child
actors.
actors playing children.
Yeah.
Being sexy.
They're playing
And-
sexy children. That's what they have on their resume.
And
Hey,
Chris-
I'm AJ, whatever his last name is, and I play a sexy child.
I played Betty Cooper, that girl who whispered sexual things to a serial killer.
Who might have been my dad. Still unsure. Anyone can do the Black Hood at this point. Why does everyone have a problem with so the problem with what's his face? Betty's brother Chick or whatever is he's like a webcam guy, but also not a webcam guy because people come up to his room and beat him up sometimes.
Yeah.
And I really don't know what the angle is right there. They're just kind of being he does vaguely sexy things and sometimes gets beat up for it. What is his deal?
That's a good question. I don't know what he did.
Also, why would Betty give him his laptop? Give her her laptop to use for that.
That's another good question. I don't know why she thinks that he's gonna be the answer to all the shit that Betty does.
My mom is so sad right now because her daughter abandoned him. So I found her creepy sex son.
So I could find out if my craziness is hereditary. Have you seen your parents?
I've got this darkness in me, and like I don't know what to do sometimes. It's like, yeah, man, I've got that darkness too. Why do they all talk like that?
Hey, guess what, guys? It's called a therapist. You guys are rich, or at least you're well off. Go find a therapist.
Oh my
Go to
god!
a mental institution.
I sometimes have emotions and I don't know what to do with them. I call this darkness. It's just so. It's so unbelievable.
It's so handsome.
It's just so ridiculous. Like, oh my god, what is Betty doing? What is he doing? Like, remember when she left the laptop outside of his door, and like she knocked on his door, and then she kind of like walked away, but not far enough away so he wouldn't see her immediately when he came out the door. Then he like looked out the door and picked it up, and just kind of like dragged it into the room quietly. Like that interaction was just so strange. She could just be like, "Hey, I got this laptop here for you. Here you go. Oh, thanks. Bye." It was just a lot of like, yes.
She could have done what she always does to creepy people. Just whisper to them.
No, stop.
Hey, you like that laptop? It's got pictures of me on it.
Stop. Stop. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? This is some shit that
and then she was like, that was an old laptop from like my school thing. And it's like, is that a school laptop? Like, did you just take a school laptop and give it to like a webcam guy? Like, is that what we're doing now? What's happening in that show? It's just, the more I think about it, the more frustrated I get at the writing. At least Arrow is still a good show. You know, I can rely on that to watch. I can't even watch Supergirl when it's like on television because I just get like insanely upset at how poorly written that entire show is.
They already did that show better, and it's called Smallville.
I mean, Supergirl did show up in season 7, played by Laura Vanderroot. I know a lot about Smallville.
Yeah, but like once again, they did that show better, and it's called Smallville.
But no, see this time because she gets like the cape and everything. Smallville, he doesn't get the cape. Mostly because I don't think Tom really wanted to wear a cape. But now he's back in that show called Lucifer that I watched, which is also just like painfully bad. But you know, I spent a weekend trying to catch up. I want to see what my boy Tom is up to. And you know, I will say, Tom doesn't get like a big part in the show, but like his part is basically to just be like the sarcastic wall of nothing for them to just crash into. And like literally, like one character comes into his office because he's like the lieutenant of the police force. He goes like, "Hey, I just wanted to see if you could like nominate me for this special thing." And he goes, "No." And she goes, well, could you tell me why? Do you see the LT on this part of my name tag? And she goes, "Yeah, that means I don't have to answer your questions." And that's the whole scene. Just like, Tom, what? You can't just do that to people. You can't just... It's just like, and that's how his character's played throughout the entire season. Whenever he shows up, he just pretty much sandbags whoever's there, and you're just like, oh my god. I can't. Oh my god! So he's like pretty much the best in that. And like I went through 2 seasons of awful television just to get those moments, and I was like, it's pretty worthwhile. Like every time,
I'm glad some show is paying you back for watching awful things.
Yeah. Riverdale doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, once again, it's a chance. If the Black Hood is Betty's father, then that's gonna be the payoff.
I think that's the wrong kind of payoff you're looking at.
It's the wrong kind of payoff, but it's some kind of payoff.
I do not like the sound of that. I would be
because when we do the podcast for that, I want you to know we're just gonna be laughing at the beginning of that podcast because we're gonna realize that's what we're gonna have to talk about. Oh man, it's gonna be great.
I'm gonna try to keep it cool.
I'm not gonna be able to, and
you can barely keep it cool right now.
Exactly.
It's not. Look, man. Hal can't be the Black Hood. That answers. There's just so many questions left behind. Like, was he just threatening to murder his daughter and her 2 twins?
Probably.
Probably. Yeah. That sounds like Hal. He just murdered them for fun. Like, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with that show. What happened to CW shows?
I don't know. I don't. That's the only CW show that I've seen, and I saw that on Netflix.
Wow.
Like I started watching that on Netflix.
I can't believe it's the only CW show you've seen though. There's so many like decent ones, and then there's stuff like The Flash and Supergirl. Flash used to be good.
Talk about Arrow while I would be right back. I gotta get something from my nose.
Okay. I guess I'm talking about Arrow now, which, you know, was one of those shows that started off pretty strong, had a fun season 1 and a really good season 2, and then season 3 and 4 were pretty bad. Season 5 though was amazing, and now we're on season 6. And the show, I think, has this strong point of handling interpersonal relationships between the characters that it didn't always have. You know, it was pretty bad in seasons 3 and 4, as I mentioned before, but season 6, like, you've got like the whole like aspect of making Oliver a father, and like an active father this season, and he's trying to balance that, the responsibilities of being a father, having a son who's worried about him being Green Arrow and all that, while being, you know, an active part of his city. He's the mayor, and he's married now, and he just has all these dynamics to work through. And he has this team he's working with, and like trust and everything. He is not easy. You know, he's made a lot of mistakes. Now that team has abandoned him for the most part. You know, you have the original 3 from the first season, and the other 3 that were part of the team now form their own team, and just the way everything has kind of fallen through and worked with that has been really interesting. Some of the dialogue can be spotty at times, but like overall the show is really good because they handle the characters well, better than they used to at the very least. And Slade's back. Hopefully we get more Slade, because he's probably one of the best interpretations of Slade I've seen.
That does sound interesting.
Yeah, watching seasons 1 and 2 are good. You do have to endure seasons 3 and 4, but then you will enjoy season 5, because season 5 is amazing. Like,
so skip season 3 and 4.
No, you do need season 3 and 4 to understand some of the events in 5.
So look up the wiki page of season 3 and 4.
Just fucking watch it, man. You can live it. It's 2 seasons. 2 seasons.
But if I don't, I'm coming after you.
No, because you'll be dead. That's the whole point. You'll either die or you'll watch it and be like, "All right, that wasn't so bad." Like, there's no in between. There's no revenge plot if you're dead.
Okay.
What? You got something to say?
All I said was okay.
Yeah, and I saw your face.
And?
Oh my god, you're full of shit. just know everyone who's listening right now is full of shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Not at all. I'm so blissfully unaware.
So you had some Avengers event to talk about.
Oh man, it's so boring I forgot the name of it. So Avengers, I mean, Marvel has just been like having this problem where they don't want to make anything interesting happen other than some of the fights in their events. And this latest event is just basically the Earth was stolen. Some like old Avenger came back. I forget who she was because I didn't read the earlier comics. Like they were like way back in the day comics. And now, at the moment, they're just fighting, you know, for that control. It didn't even take that long. It was like within like 2 issues they were fighting these guys. Mm-hmm. And it was weird because they had little subplots where Rogue kicked Quicksilver off the team because his actions constantly had, you know, repercussions for the rest of the team. There was this moment where they were fighting Juggernaut, and there was this Inhuman who got injured during that fight because Quicksilver was trying to be all, hey, I'm awesome, I'm the greatest, and I'm gonna just do stuff, and then Juggernaut just wiped the shit out of, like, the floor out of all of them and put her in the hospital. It's just like, alright, we can't just have you on the team just doing this. Even his sister was like, yeah, no, you gotta fix that, and he never fixes that. And right now, he does the same thing, and he pretty much got frozen, and he almost got captured. And that's where they are. They're bringing him back to headquarters and trying to figure out how to reverse the process of keeping him like in stasis. And once again, it's super boring to the point where I'm just like, I can't read this event. I'm getting tired of all these Marvel events. Meanwhile, DC's just having apparently funny events where a mime is doing what?
We've got Doomsday Clock, which is a really cool event so far. It's kind of like what Rebirth as a whole has been leading up to, which is some of the characters from the Watchmen universe are facing basically the end of the world post the events of Watchmen. Like, after they had that world peace at the end of Watchmen, through the sacrifice of Dr. Manhattan's being the true villain of everything or whatever, blah, blah, blah. They have now come to the realization, like, everything kind of fell apart. Like, the world's in a bigger war than it's ever been, and now the world's about to end. So they need to get Dr. Manhattan back. So Ozymandias has tracked Dr. Manhattan to our DC universe. So he comes over to our DC universe with a new Rorschach. And then these two other people who are villains, who apparently Ozymandias will think will be of great use to getting Dr. Manhattan to come back. Now, these villains are a couple, and the best one is the husband. Because the husband is a mime who never speaks, but, like, robs people with invisible weapons. And, like, one of the suiting up process was him just, like, taking his invisible weapons and just loading them up. And you got this great flashback where they're robbing a bank. And, like, the cashier lady's like, oh, no, we're going to rob. And then the guy goes up with his invisible gun, and he goes, like, all right. And he's like, and the wife's like, hey, tell us where the stuff is. And she's like, it's over there. And he goes like, are you lying to us? And he like pulls the gun out. And she's like, okay, I'll tell you, it's him. And he's like, what? It's not me. She's just going crazy. And they go like, is it? And he like aims it a little bit closer. She's like, oh my God, no, he's lying, it's true. And he's like, God damn it, there's no gun there. Why are you freaking out right now? You're so useless. You're totally fired after this. And you're just like, oh my God. But like, I have a family with a kid. He doesn't have a gun. And he's just like, and like the guy's just yelling at them because like he's like, I'm not afraid of your fucking invisible weapons. This is a bunch of bullshit. And
like, it isn't even a real gun.
It's just like they're all freaking out, and it's just like one of the most just the funniest, craziest scenes. And you know, it does get resolved because Dr. Manhattan comes in and stops them, and he finds out, it reveals to the wife that she's pregnant, so she turns herself in, which is part of the reason why they're helping Ozymandias, because Ozymandias has promised to find their son for them. So, so far, it's just a really interesting event, but I've only read the first 2 issues. I have the 3rd issue, I just haven't had a chance to read it yet, because I've been very busy doing just a bunch of other stuff all the time.
DC gets the best crossover events. They get it like with He-Man, Power Rangers, Scooby-Doo. You know what Marvel gets? The Avengers and the X-Men. They give so little fucks about the X-Men. They're a crossover series.
That's their own property, though.
Yeah, that's the only crossover they get. I mean, I think Monsters Unleashed was a crossover about some shit that...
What? Monsters Unleashed?
Oh, they did get Attack on Titan. They did get that one.
They're getting the weird Japanese shit?
Yeah!
What?
Because Marvel, I didn't pay attention to any of those because I didn't care about Attack on Titan or that other thing.
How would that even make any sense?
It just happened.
It's cool. We get the Power Rangers crossover in DC, and that's cool. That's sick. Justice League and Power Rangers. And then we get Batman and the Ninja Turtles. You know?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
All the fun.
Dude, Injustice 2 just has so many crossover well, not so many. They just have a good amount.
Yeah.
You know, Mortal Kombat, the Ninja Turtles.
That's pretty much
Jason Voorhees. Wait, no, that wasn't Jason Voorhees. That was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat had a lot of crossovers.
It was...
But Justice gets those 2.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat and Ninja Turtles. They don't have any other guest characters that I can think of, and I have that game. I haven't played Enchantress yet because Gundam and Dragon Ball FighterZ take up a lot of time. You know,
fucking Marvel doesn't even get good crossovers in their video games.
Look, you've got the Avengers and you've got Mega Man and Dante and Monster Hunter. Yeah, boys.
Oh man! Oh wow! You know, fucking Ninja Turtles is showing up to pick a fight with Batman. We're just having some sweet old fun with Monster Hunter, in the ugliest looking game ever made in the series.
I think Ninja Turtles come out next month for Injustice.
Yeah,
that's real soon.
I mean, I actually didn't know that.
And I also get like Bayonetta 2 and 1 next month.
Even Smash Bros got a better crossovers.
I mean, Smash Bros is crossover central though.
Yeah, but like,
well, sorry, it used to not be. It used to just be Nintendo, but now it's just like, yeah, you know, Ryu's in there, boys. Cloud,
so is Cloud, Bayonetta.
You wanted Bayonetta? We got you Bayonetta. Oh,
they put Mega Man in the game before, like
Pac-Man's in there too.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure if they would have added more DLC, a Tekken character would have shown.
And you know that Mega Man representation in Smash is almost better than the one in Marvel.
Yeah, almost not at all until the ugly game came out. With the
But I mean,
story.
I was talking about like how you get like all the Mega Mans ever, like just showing up for that one special, and that's like, damn, man, that's respect right there. You got all the Mega Mans showing up, and
Not
then
like some, all of them.
yeah, and then in Marvel you just get X and Zero, and it's just like, I mean, I guess I do like that version of Mega Man, you know.
And Zero is always here. He can go home if he wants. I don't need you here.
Oh my goodness.
The worst part about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite
Is a dead game now because Dragon Ball FighterZ has come out and just like people are deleting their copies of Marvel to make space for it.
I said worst. That's not even close to worst. That's pretty much a good at this point. Because after they did the thing where most of the new characters are DLC,
Yeah.
I was just, I can't support a game like that. Just, I don't like the idea of just constantly paying for new content when your base game is literally just the last game but watered down with like, what, X and... I'm trying to figure out who were the new characters. X and Jeddah.
Yeah, Jeddah was new.
I'm pretty sure they were the only newcomers worth noting. Because...
Before DLC, right?
Yeah. See, there was X, Jeddah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else.
It was so boring that I couldn't actually pay
I
attention.
can't even remember if there's anyone else new, so that says a lot. I have that game. And all the DLC for that game. Well, not all the DLC.
Oh, Gamora, Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah!
I
I forgot Captain Marvel was in that game.
Yeah, because no one plays her anymore.
Gamora plays similar to other past characters. Lots of shooty bangs, jumping around, and then you just had a sword.
I think that... Wow, that it's really hard to figure out who else was in the game because the game looks so...
Meh?
Yeah. And the story's just garbage.
I never played the story for that game.
Oh, man.
A lot of fighters have really bad stories. Tekken 7 has a horrible story. Tekken 7 has a horrible story. It's super bad. It's, like, awful. Like, why? Who is this narrator just running around interviewing everyone? Why doesn't he get a face? Is he not a character? Like, what is the point? Why is it like the story revolve around him? Like the no one. And he's just kind of around things happening. Like, that's stupid. Dragon Ball Fighter story is also stupid. Like,
I love how Frieza calls Yamcha handsome.
Dragon Ball Fighters is just like Dragon Ball memes. Like, the whole game. Like, that's just...
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid. And Injustice 2 had a cool story. I like that one. At least presentation-wise. Like, I don't know. I got wrapped into that story for easy.
I mean, out of all those games, Marvel has like the ugliest looking story. Like,
the worst presentation by far. Not that Dragon Ball Fighters presentation was much better, because like it was not designed for that.
Yeah.
Like they did not do any game any justice. Like watching those walk animations was enough to make me want to die, because like. It was just one of those things where, like, they don't interact with the ground properly. So it looks like they're, like, moving their legs, but they're definitely just kind of, like, gliding across. It just didn't look good.
And there were certain times where, like, the voiceovers would, like, cut, like, they would, what is it? They would go over, like, another person. They would overlap another one of their lines. So it would just cut off that line and just be like, hey, what's going on? Ah, blah, blah, blah. It was just like...
Cool. That's always nice. And, like, it just... I still can't get over the fact that the English dub does not match the lip syncing at all.
I don't mind it.
So I cannot play that game in English. I have to listen to the Japanese dub, which I don't mind. I've been watching Dragon Ball Super for the past 3 fucking years, apparently. So, you know, I'm pretty used to the Japanese version of Dragon Ball now. And you know what? I like some of the Japanese voices better, like Cell's voice, Android 18's voice.
Oh my god, Tekken had better guest characters too. They had fucking Geese Howard and Akuma.
Don't forget Noctis.
Yeah, but like Geese Howard and Akuma.
But Noctis.
Dude, he doesn't have to show up. I'm not against him showing up. Just if he didn't, I'd be fine with that because Geese Howard and Akuma are both after Heihachi for some reason. Well, Akuma's after Heihachi because he owes his ex-wife's a favor. I don't know what she did. Apparently, he saved his life. I don't know what type of evil ass thing attacked Akuma to the point where he was almost dying, and she was like, "All right, I got you, Akuma." And
wait, if Akuma got saved by Heihachi's wife, and Heihachi's wife got beat by Heihachi, does that mean Heihachi is stronger than Akuma?
Apparently not, because he whipped the shit out of him.
But he's not dead. Not by his hand. By Jin's hand.
Well, that was the thing about that was Akuma said, "I'm gonna wait until you get stronger because this is a pathetic fight." And then the Jacks rush in and try and like stop him, right?
Dude, I don't remember.
Because Kazuya's like...
No. Because then Kazuya blew up the building that they're fighting on?
No. That's when he goes after...
That's the other way around.
Yeah, that's when he goes after Kazuya.
You go ahead.
But, for the most part, Akuma just doesn't seem like... He just wants an actual fight from him. I don't know why he's not just actively going to kill him. Because he could have easily, like, killed him a lot earlier. He was just like, "I'm waiting for you to get strong enough to actually give me a challenge." And
is Heihachi just like officially dead though?
Isn't Keith Howard also trying to like take over something?
Probably. I think Tessa's on Geese's side though. Yeah, she's a geese boy, you know.
Geese gal. It's a girl bird.
I know.
Can't assume its gender in 2018.
Excuse me. Geese only has the geese boys. There's no geese gals. It's just how it works, man.
That's kind of odd. I didn't know that.
It's geese boys all day.
Huh.
Geese gals. We want alliteration. God, get out of here. Anyways, what was I saying? I was saying, like, so it's like Heihachi's dead though? Like Tekken 8, no Heihachi? Also, what was fucking Jin doing this whole time?
He was just...
sleeping?
Yeah. He was recovering.
That's stupid. That's dumb. Like, what even happened in Tekken 6?
He fought Azazel.
Who was going to destroy the world.
Yeah, he used a lot of his power.
But if Azazel woke up. But did Jin wake him up?
Yeah.
Why did Jin wake him up?
I don't know.
So, like, that's been my confusion about Tekken 6 for some time now. Did Jin wake up a guy who was going to destroy the world
just so he could fight it?
And then save the world from a destruction that he was the only reason why it was going to happen?
But Jin, you're the reason why Miguel is, like, on a tear.
Is Jin the villain of the story?
I think they all are.
Tekken 8, where are the heroes? I just realized everyone's a villain. Like, is Akuma the hero? Can someone get him back here? Please? We need someone to save us.
Because, like, I'm just like, every time I see Miguel's special, which I do like the fact that, if you do it to Jack, like, his face, like, goes to static sometimes when he hits him. And I'm just like, every time I see that special, I'm just like, Jin's the reason why this guy's just, he's hitting them with the ring finger just, and I'm just like,
oh my god. Isn't like half the world in Tekken 7 destroyed?
Pretty much, yeah.
What the fuck is going on in the Tekken universe?
It's like 3 different factions.
Oh my god. Like, everyone saw a demon, then a satellite shot the Earth, so everyone just forgot they saw the demon.
Yeah, because a satellite shot the Earth.
Yeah, just like, oh my...
I guess the demon's gone.
No, like, you're watching, like, the world, and you're just like, oh my god, demons with, like, fucking wings exist, and then the satellite shoots the world, and you just go like, okay, so I guess demons don't exist again. Like, you don't just forget that. Like, that's like enough.
I guess we have a backup plan for that if they try to take over hell. We just have satellite laser.
That's not how, like, oh my god, like, there's so many questions. That's like how cults are formed. It's like the Dragon Ball thing, where like everyone on Earth died and came back to life, and then no one talked about that.
Quick question. Because I realized it thinking about fighters. I'm like, there was a bug that followed Goku before, the Saiyan fight. Mm-hmm. So they had to have known, like, Goku died, right? Because Goku died before the whole, like, Saiyan fight.
He did in, like, the Saiyan saga, right?
Yeah, he died, like, way before, like, Vegeta and Goku fought.
Yeah.
So, one, did they just, like, see that and was like, I guess Goku's dead? Or did they find out about the Dragon Balls? And if they knew about the Dragon Balls, why didn't they go for those?
No, they didn't find out about the Dragon Balls until after that, because there's a big kerfuffle there where Vegeta goes like, "Oh, Dragon Balls," and he tries to figure that out, right?
I'm talking about the Red Ribbon Army.
Oh,
because the bug that followed Goku to study all their techniques also saw Goku die.
Oh yeah, you mean like the one that Android Jiro used, right?
Yeah. Because they were trying to get his revenge on Son Goku, but he was dead for all they know because the bug that followed him saw him die. Did they follow the sun?
I have no answers.
Because if Goku's dead, and I can understand if they said, "Oh, we want to make sure everybody in that family is gone."
Once again, I have no answers because this is one of those things that Dragon Ball doesn't ever really care about, and it doesn't. I still want to know why in the Frieza saga was it like, "Oh shit, Saiyans can't breathe in space. We need the spaceship." To Goku's flying around with space with Beerus just fine. Why?
Did they why? Did the bugs see Goku come back?
That's a simple question. That's a simple question. You said they can't breathe in space, and then now he's just fucking floating in space all fine and shit? Did I miss something here? Why can he breathe in space now?
I don't think he actually can. Because,
then why was he alive in space?
Because he took the time machine and... Did he ever go out? No, I think he actually did go out of the time machine to talk to Zeno.
Wasn't he holding on to the outside of the time machine?
I think so, but there was no oxygen because there was nothingness. He erased the whole universe.
So why can Goku breathe in space now? Is that just the next level of his training? Because he just knows how to breathe without air? What is this? Ah! Dragon Ball is a mess of a series. But hey, Toppo's a god of destruction now.
I did like the latest episode, though.
You did?
I feel like anything that doesn't involve Vegeta and Goku.
You're just really happy with Android 17 being around, aren't you?
Yeah, he's saving the series for me. Everything he's done in that series has been pretty hilarious and entertaining. Fucking, they have an introduction.
Did you like how he gets Scott sandbagged in the preview for the next episode?
I don't remember the preview for the next episode.
Well, it basically starts out... This episode ends with Vegeta... Sorry. Toppo and 17 fighting. And then the preview is Vegeta versus Toppo. And you're just like, oh, I guess 17's just not a part of this equation anymore.
So now I have to figure out what happens with Goku and Jiren. Because, they were getting their ass whipped together. Then they separated to fight Toppo.
Yep.
When all they
Frieza's just on the ground right now. Also, so they have to fly now, right? the arena's broken.
Here's the thing that confuses me. They can't sense energy, right?
Who?
Toppo and Toppo can sense energy, but they can't sense the android energy, right?
I guess not.
Why is 17 just not hiding out? Because if Goku and Vegeta just last out and Toppo just mollywops Frieza for a good while until the last second, there'll be 3 people to 2.
Because Toppo has a sixth sense and he knows Android 17's wherever he is.
Oh,
because
okay.
that was that one thing where he was 17 was hiding last episode and he goes blah blah blah, I know you're there.
Well, that was when he turned into the God of Destruction, right?
Yeah.
What about before that?
He has to win somehow, okay?
What?
They have to win somehow.
They could have still done that aspect once he turned into the God of Destruction.
Yeah, we could. The God of Destruction thing doesn't even make a bunch of sense. He just kind of did it. And
I wish there was a little more build up.
Yeah.
Like him going, I don't want to be a God of Destruction.
Or all about flashes of energy throughout the entire tournament.
That too.
That just would have been oh, okay, so that's what that was.
In the manga, they do say he's training to be one, so that's going to happen. But I would have liked a little more build up, hey, Jiren just goes, if you become a God of Destruction, you'll become my enemy. And he's just oh shit, I don't really want to fight fucking Jiren.
That would have been, that would have been sick just to see Jiren fucking glare at Toppo and then they just kind of duke it out for their own erasure and do double erase. I still really think Piccolo should have just gotten beaten up by Jiren and then used his body that's just all just shattered and ruined to trip Jiren out of the ring. It's I did it, guys, and his arms are just fucking spread across the floor. His neck's broken. It's just but it's alright, I'll just regenerate slowly.
That hurts.
And it's just like, how do you defeat someone who is already defeated, Jiren? Jiren is just like, I can't glare at this man. He's already broken. Glare. He's just like, it's fine though. My body is now a weapon. Throwing arms at Jiren. Stop it.
How is it broken? They can stretch.
So? It's Jiren. He's immune to time. He can break stretchy things.
Immune to time is so dumb.
He has now become stronger than time.
How? How does that work? How do you know that?
What is time's power level? Somebody tell me.
Where's a scouter when you need one?
Is Goku stronger than time? Or is he weaker than time?
Is he going to become stronger than time?
Oh my god. So, like, what happens when Goku's officially the strongest person in all known multiverses? Does he just, like, become intensely bored with life? And
Does
then...
Vegeta commit suicide?
No, because Vegeta will still be number 2. Always. He even got a new transformation that got only compared to Goku's last transformation that he had.
There was a color difference.
No, but I'm saying, like, Vegeta got his new transformation, and then Goku also went to transform to, like, kind of equal Vegeta, but he only went to Kaioken times blue, and you're just like, Goku.
You still have Ultra Instinct, alright.
Like, are you really just, like, saying Vegeta's new transformation is just as good as you used to be now? Is that what you're doing right now? Are we just gonna, like, slap Vegeta in the face? And, you know, you can't be surprised anytime they slap Vegeta in the face after my favorite episode of Dragon Ball Super, when they did the family Gallic gun, and you're like, oh, that's cool. And, you know, they barely pushed back the ball, but they did it because they did the family one. And then Goku solos that ball like 10 seconds later, and you're just like, I guess Goku's just super strong. Because apparently Goku, Vegeta and Trunks had to work together, but Goku had to just do a Kamehameha and go, I'm not losing, and just crush that shit by himself. And not only that, he made like half of Zamasu turn into goo. Like, that's how much stronger Goku is than Vegeta and Trunks. Fuck them. He didn't even have to go Kaioken. Like, oh my god, that was hilarious. Because they gave Vegeta and Trunks a moment, and then they stole that moment.
And fuck your moment.
Don't worry, guys. It's Goku time. I will never forget that episode. I love that shit. It's hilarious. It's just so like rude and like tone deaf. Like,
and you wonder why I'm only like enjoying this sections of the Tournament of Power where Android 17 is just doing stuff, and it's hilarious. Just as soon as they try to do their little transformation, you just blast them off. Like, yeah, I mean, they were just right there. I could just hit them, and they tried to tell him he's wrong.
And like, then he goes, "Oh, sorry, guys," and then he just kind of walks away. Like, oh my god, it's okay though. Universe is only up for erasure. Alright.
They are very nonchalant about that.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's already down to 2 universes.
Like that whole tournament was just like, wow, they are not taking this seriously for like the fate of their universe.
The entire universe of people gone. I mean, Gohan's been taking it seriously. You saw him look sadly at that photo of that family he got erased. He kicked them out, and that little locket came out. Gohan just like, aw, look at that family. Then it got erased, and he was like, oh, they're gone now.
What family? Do they forget about them?
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Because Vegeta's gonna wish back the planet.
Yeah, just the planet, not the whole universe. I found that out today.
Unless, he gets a concussion.
That would be amazing. I still think, like, if Jiren beats up Vegeta so hard that he forgets to wish back the planet, like, my god. And you just eating with Bulma, and he's like, wait, Bulma, I'm forgetting something. What is it, Vegeta?
Something about salad?
He's like eating like
a salad? He's like, the salad? Wait, salad?
And salad? Like he picks up a piece of cabbage in the salad. He's like, no! It's like, I can't believe it. I forgot to wish him back, Bulma. We have to do something. It's like, I'm sorry, Vegeta. We can't get the Super Dragon Ball. No, Cabba, I'm so sorry. Who's Cabba? Shut up, Bulma. I'm so sad right now. That'd be amazing. I would love that. Or like he wishes back the planet salad, but it's just the empty planet salad and no one's there. Like, I just find that really funny. Like, wish back only the planet, not the universe. Come on.
So wait, does only the MVP get the wish, or?
I think it's just the entire universe. Because, like, right now, if that becomes, like, the big problem at the end of Dragon Ball Super, where it's just like, alright, we get one wish from the Super Dragon Balls, and I know I promised everybody, like, 10 different wishes, so, like, let's do this! Like, that would be a train wreck. What a way to end the season. Don't worry, though. We got that movie coming next year. Or this year. Yeah, this year.
Oh, man.
And it's all about the Saiyans.
Oh, okay.
Get excited.
I won't.
I think it's
Trunks
about.
won't be in it.
I'm pretty sure.
Trunks.
I'm pretty sure it's about the original Super Saiyan, which is
Bardock.
Who knows anymore? No, sorry, not the original Super Saiyan. The original Super Saiyan God. That's what it's about.
So did he fight Beerus?
No, because Beerus didn't know about him. Beerus got told about him by the fish thing.
Oh, so he might have been the previous God of Destruction or something like that, right?
I doubt it, because remember, it was like a temporary boost in power originally, until Goku said, no, I'm keeping this.
And then he got rid of it for Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken.
Which,
he got rid of for Ultra Instinct.
But Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken is still the best form in Dragon Ball of all time, in my opinion. Just aesthetically, I think the way the red aura and the blue aura kind of layer on top of each other looks really cool, color-wise. So,
I mean, that's fair. I've always just liked the regular Kaioken and, like...
I don't like the way Goku looks in regular Kaioken. Like, especially, like, way back in the day. Like,
I like those.
The way they did the red coloration looks so weird.
I actually like that. Like, in the World's Strongest movie, I
kind of worry you have bad taste sometimes.
I mean, fair enough, I guess.
Wasn't the World's Strongest the one where Goku had, like, the weirdo Super Saiyan? No, that was Lord Slug.
Yeah, that was Lord Slug.
What the fuck was that?
Weirdo Super Saiyan thing.
Brown Super Saiyan? It's disgusting.
He said, you're not going to hit my son. I'm a turd Super Saiyan. He does it again in, like, a filler episode after the Cell Saga.
What?
Yeah, he does it again. He just he just like powers up. His hair is black, but he gets a yellow aura around him.
And he gets the Super Saiyan hair.
Yeah.
But it's black.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It's hilarious.
It's stupid.
Because like Goku was like, I'm ready to put hands on these guys without even turning Super Saiyan. I was just like, but didn't you lose the cell? You gave up.
Oh man. Oh yeah. He does it in like the afterlife when he's meeting Pycon the first time.
Yeah.
And it's like that whole stupid shit.
And Pycon just mops the floor with all of them.
Yeah.
And then Goku beats him in the tournament later on.
Because he does the Super Saiyan Kaioken.
Oh right.
Yeah, that's like the first time we ever saw something like that. And he's like, I can only do this because I'm already dead. And it's like,
he's like, I mean, can he just Kaioken to like the highest number since he's dead?
Kaioken times infinite! Oh god! Oh god! He's ripping a hole in space and time! Goku! Ah! Fucking punches someone, they just get turned to atoms. Oh no! Oh, this is we can't give dead people bodies anymore! That person just vanishes, ripped from existence. I want to see someone like Goku do like Kaioken Blue times infinite and punch someone, and like you see like everyone else minds just have their memories ripped of that person just ever existing, and just Goku has just deleted their entire life from the universe. Just, like, Goku says, so, guys, do you want to make me immortal, or do you want to let me stay in the land of the dead? And they're like, oh, God, please go back to the land of the living. You can't be here with that bullshit. Oh, my God, that would be amazing.
That would be the greatest.
Like, literally, he just touches people and they cease to exist.
Like, that's the original Super
Like, they don't even just cease to exist. They never existed in the first place. Like, you just don't remember them. You're, like, talking to your friend Bill, and they just Goku just touches them, and you're like, oh, God.
Just he does that, and Whis and Beerus just look up, like, Beast wakes up, just like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is doing that? Like, who's erasing stuff? That's my job.
Like that power would have to like shake the entire like every universe in existence at the same time. Like literally like Beerus is like asleep in like universe 12, right? And like Goku's in universe 1 and he does that. Beerus, fuck, Goku's doing it again. We gotta go. He's about to fuck someone up. Goku, no! It's not worth it. Stop!
Does that make King Kai like the strongest? Since he made it up?
How can we... What if when Goku blew up King Kai's planet and killed him, he came back and he did King Kai fist times infinity?
It's like, I'm fucking tired of you, Goku, and your shit.
And Goku comes up to King Kai's planet after, being dead and stuff, and he just said, King Kai, how you doing? I'm sorry I blew you up, buddy. And he just turns around and goes, King Kai times infinity. It's just, boom! It's just
King Kai's like, please stop! I did it for the planet!
Like, you see the aura, like, all the way. Like, it's like he does that in the aura, like, he starts poking Gowasu in the other universe in the face. He's like, what is this energy right now?
Zamasu's just like,
I need that body real quick. Oh my god. So, wait, after Zamasu killed Goku, does Goku get to go to the afterlife and get his body?
Oh yeah, couldn't he do that?
And then couldn't he go talk to Baba, come back, and just kill Black?
He knows instant transmission. He could just teleport.
He could just teleport back. He steals his body, kills him, Goku teleports back.
It's just like, you really shouldn't have done that.
And breaks his neck. And then and Zamasu's just on the ground like, yo, what? What? I've never been haunted so fast. He just came back and just my neck. Like, oh.
And he's immortal, so he doesn't like.
That one wasn't immortal though.
Oh,
he was just died.
Then there goes the Goku Black arc.
Oh my god!
Because he KO times infinity after dying.
Come back, game. Oh my god! The concept of Kaioken times infinite is the most beautiful thing. That
just punches him, and then like the original Zamasu in the other timeline just starts losing his soul. Like, what's going on? What's happening?
Every Zamasu, like Beerus is about to do Hakai, but he just starts to vanish from Beerus. Beerus is like, I didn't do that. What the fuck is happening? And they all just kind of look at Goku was like, what? I didn't do it. But like they sent him in the other timeline, and Beerus is like, Goku might actually be too strong. I might not be able to fight Goku.
Maybe I need to learn this King Kai fist.
Maybe I need to kill Goku.
In another universe, Goku became too strong.
Oh my god. That King Kai fist times infinite, like, ooh, that's amazing.
That's probably why the Namekian never learned it, because his cells can regenerate, and that would have been terrible. That would have been terrifying to see Piccolo just constantly doing that and regenerating his cells.
Times 10, times 20, times 100, times 1,000, times 1 million.
Piccolo, please. Piccolo, stop. It's all about Goku, right? Fuck Goku. I've been running this show.
Oh my god.
Ever since I killed the motherfucker.
That's what we need. That's how he needs to beat Jiren. King times fist times infinite on top of Ultra Instinct. Because remember, Super Saiyan Blue King Kai fist times 10. Do you remember how fucking large that aura was?
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. It looked ridiculous.
And Beerus was just like, what the fuck?
Could you imagine infinite? Like everything turned red at times 10 with Blue. If he does infinite, like, they're just all inside of the aura.
They're just all
the universe is the aura. Goku has become the universe.
Zeno's just like, oh man, what is Goku doing? Whoa.
Alright. Is that it? Are we done?
Darling in the Franxx was a good anime.
I don't think we can top King Kai fist times infinite. I think it's so insane, and like there's nothing to stop him. Goku Goku's the only person who becomes unstoppable when dead. Oh my god.
I still think like the ultimate battle would just be him and King Kai. Just you think you could beat me with my move? Infinity plus 1.
What? What? What is that? Nope.
It would be so ridiculous, but I would be okay with that.
And that's how Dragon Ball Super ends. Them duking it out for the rest of time.
And Beerus just like, I'm gonna go take a nap. Wake me up when they stop.
How could Beerus nap as the universe shakes at every clash of their fists?
He can't even get angry about it.
Beerus would get the challenge he always wanted, though. He was so bored, and now he's just left with immense regret as Goku becomes something else.
Because, you know, some random guy on a planet could develop an ability that, you know, he never got to use when he was dead.
Just multiplies your how strong you are.
Yeah.
Times 10 is just 10 hymns stacked on top of each other. Now you just do it times infinite. Infinite itself is just the strength pool is ridiculous. Oh my god. That's the best. That's the best. That's ridiculous.
That's the greatest, and that's the fight that we need to see.
I can't believe. I cannot believe. Alright, is there anything else you want to go over this podcast?
Man, Kid Buu would have been fucked if he killed Goku. Or Goku came back, they were just like, just give me your life back. Like, why don't we just teleport you back there and you just up your Kaioken? What could he do to you?
You know, they did successfully nerf Goku before he returned to Earth by giving him life again. They had to make the fight fair. Oh my god.
Just, hey, I could turn Super Saiyan 3. Wait, I'm dead. I could go Kaioken.
Over top of it. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a gift Super has been to Dragon Ball.
Just a bunch of orange hair with...
Isaiah, you've got new fan art to draw. Draw Super Saiyan 3 Kaioken fan art, you know? Times infinite, though, so you gotta make that aura super big. Like, you won't even have it on the picture. The picture will just have this redness to it, and you're like, where's the aura outline? Like, no, it doesn't fit on the page. So you just see the entire page is red.
So I just have to get some red construction paper and draw Goku on that.
Oh, that would be so... That's the future, man. That's the future. That's what I want.
And I would make it like this really big image, but I would draw the picture of Goku in there, but the whole thing's red. So you have to zoom in to see Goku, but if you zoom out, you just see a bunch of red.
My goodness.
Like a red solar system.
A red solar system? No, a red universe, man. It's all it's about. That the next Dragon Ball series could just be called Dragon Ball Red. Because everything's Kaioken now. Because Kaioken's still the dumbest move. A multiplier of your own strength on top of itself? Like, what? And it's like, oh yeah, I'm dead, so like I don't have anything to worry about my body just going to like fucking burst because it's too strong. So I can just keep going forever.
Cell could have had the Kaioken and it would have been the worst.
Don't bring that up, man. That's
Gohan's crybaby fight would have been like a lot worse.
Like Gohan would have turned Super Saiyan 2 and Cell's like, finally a challenge. Then he just shouts Kaioken times infinite. And it's like, excuse me, did you just say infinite? Boom! Everyone just like fucking flies away. It's like, and Gohan just powers down to normal. It's like, no.
And Goku just like, wait, I can do that. And he just kills himself. And teleports back with instant transmission. He's like, oh, Cell, thank you for teaching me this. Kaioken time.
No, I thought he would he would immediately just try it like on the spot and just be like, Kaioken time. He just fall over dead.
It just explode.
Everyone just turns to Goku. It was like, It's Goku dead. And then, like, you just hear this rumbling in the distance, and then Goku teleports back and kicks someone in the face. He's like, just had to die for us, guys. No worries. You're like, what?
And then he's like, finally, the fight that I wanted. It was just like,
The Cell Saga was so much better. Oh my god. Like, they literally just punch and the entire universe erupts into an explosion.
And Vegeta just cries. He just literally cries because he's just like, this is what I have to try and catch up to.
Like everyone trying to sense their power level just instantly gets a migraine from just how intense it's becoming and how it just continuously stacks on each other.
Like, parts of their head actually turns a darker red.
And then, like, Beerus just wakes up during the Cell Saga, just like, who the fuck? What is this power? And Whis just like,
There's two of them. What's going on?
People on Earth are popping off right now. Fucking Zeno's just like, what is that? Just like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Fucking the Kais go up the King Kai like, what the fuck did you do? Why is he using your move? What is that? What is going on?
King Kai, did you know your move could do that? I didn't know my move could do that.
But I mean, I guess Goku has an ally now. Just kill himself everyone else. It's like, hey Goku, I heard you might need some help. And so it's like, holy shit.
King Kai low-key the strongest ever. Oh man, King Kai, if he has like a Master Roshi moment with Kaioken, that would be amazing. I would that would change all of my opinions about Super. If like it was like a last minute entrance to the tournament, King Kai enters the ring
with a halo on his head, and they're just like, holy shit, why does he have the halo on his head? It's like, sorry guys, I only had to do this to reach my true form. When I heard my universe was in danger, I realized I had to step up by dying. And he's like, Kaioken. What? Oh, he's doing the Kaioken times infinity. Wait, what?
Jiren doesn't get like 2 seconds before King Kai just shows his fist through his chest. It's like, and then Zeno's like, you said no more. And then he just looks at Zeno and Zeno's like, God! Oh my god.
The Grand Priest is like, oh.
I was normally I would disqualify you, but right now I'm shitting my pants.
I'm gonna let you get away with that. How about let you get away with that one?
Guys, good shit. Good shit, my dude.
Tomo tries to become a god of destruction. He's just like, get that weak shit out of my face.
He punches through the Hakai barrier, and it just shatters all of Toppo's insides, and he goes back to being like just the fat loser he was.
He's just in the Yamcha pose, just in this fat body with his shirt off, just
destroyed.
And they're just like, holy shit, what is this? What type of universe? I thought they were below at the bottom. Who was this guy then?
King Kai turns to Goku and says, Goku, your body's just holding you back. The only true path to power is death. Goku's like, I understand.
Goku's like, cool, King Kai, do it. I got it. You want me to put someone in a full Nelson while you do it? Just like old times.
Oh man.
Just full Nelson's Frieza.
Oh my god. Frieza got wrecked last episode. Frieza got mollywopped the hardest. It was very sad days for Frieza.
Wait, does Frieza have stamina? Because he's dead. Why does he act like he gets tired?
No one, stop. How dare you ask questions about Dragon Ball Super? How dare you?
Like, Frieza Dead will never be able to be Kaioken times Affinity, but like he can still constantly stay Golden Frieza.
No, he can't. He gets tired.
How? What's being tired out?
Stop asking questions.
His dead organs?
Stop asking questions. How dare you?
Is no longer existing on the mortal plane body?
Oh my goodness. Look, man. All I know about Dragon Ball Super is you don't ask questions because you just get disappointment. You get
the body is holding you back.
That's true. The body is holding you back. Infinite is
just a thing that could happen
as long as you don't have a body that's gonna have like a heart that explodes on you because you went too strong. Nah, your heart's not even real anymore. You're just like a vessel of power now. Fucking tap into that shit.
And then all the other participants, they're just in that ring, see King Kai doing that to Jiren and Toppo, and they're just like, so we're not going to fight him? You can erase us, because you erasing us is a lot better than what that guy's going to do to us.
King Kai just swipes his arm across the entire arena, and everyone in the arena just gets erased. It's just like, guess that's that then. Tournament over. We're just gonna leave now. King Kai, you can chill. Like, your aura is like inside me, and I don't want to stop. Like, are you please, King Kai? Why did you learn this move? How did you learn this move?
How did you develop this?
Why does it get stronger when you're dead?
Why is it just infinite?
Oh my god! How Dragon Ball.
Like, I need someone to make a comic of that. Just the Dragon Ball, like, Kaioken Infinity.
That's your job now.
That's...
You can do it, Isaiah.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
I'm afraid of King Kai.
You're afraid he'll come off the page and whoop your ass if it's not good enough?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Just infinite power.
He does, like, King Kai Infinite, and, like, he teleports into the offices at Toei Animation Studios. And he just starts erasing characters as they're drawing them. And he goes, this is the power of Kaioken times Infinite. And you're like, what is happening?
What is this blue man doing? Why does he have a halo? Is there an afterlife?
Is that King Kai in real life? Why is he destroying all the pages of Jiren? What is happening? It's like... Oh my god. The power that could break all of reality. Like, that's oh my god.
That would be the greatest. Oh man. I guess that might be that's it for today?
I think that's it for today. Like I said, we're not gonna get higher than King Kai Infinite. King Kai Fist times Infinite. Like that's it. That's the peak for today's podcast. That came out of nowhere, and it's infinite. We can't beat that. We're not gonna try to keep going after that. Anything will be for the next podcast.
Yeah. So we'll just catch you guys next time.